hate, bro. Living for memories.
Yo, GG, turn it up.
Hate real. Take pills. Hate there. Wonder why people showing fake love, but they hate real. Depression making me take pills. My heart want me quiet about the shelter when we ate there. That's like telling the kid to stay still. I couldn't do it. Gotta let pain out. I put it in music. That's the only thing that help other than drugs I'm abusing. I lost focus on myself, so my health I was about to lose it a few times, but niggas never aim when they shoot it. Could've died, but they blew it. If you gon' do it, nigga, do it. Now 2 more niggas got sacked cause they held back when they do it. Niggas gangsters from computers. I ain't into that. Niggas tell on you to try to shoot you. I ain't digging that. No matter what you do after, nigga, you still a rat. If I see you in the hole like a mole, you gon' still get wet. The police took my nigga back. My friend, my brother, my slime. Told him stick to the script, something different was on his mind. And I know that sometimes loyalty can make you blind, but you had the hood, you had no.
Bitch. I threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear that say when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucker sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. Just be patient till time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Pull a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you could never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my socks, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, yeah, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all acting surprised. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this upper body, put his soul in the sky. I am not with the back and forth, all my niggas trying to slide. Don't feel it, threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear that say when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. See, they gon' judge before they know you and really see how you living. Can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mentions. I'd rather. Nah, fuck that nigga, I'm finna go to gang mafia. EBK.
Boy, young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say.
Give you a minute.
Shit, yeah. There's a lot of little boys out here talking that talk, but ain't spinning and walking that walk. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Fake shots to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Fake shots to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. Impact and make it gooey. When I terrorize like Stewie. Gun chest, 10 choppers. Take my chances with this Uzi. Lil' baby, she might lose me. Attitude, my fashion bougie. I'm attentive with this duty. Like my bitch is bad with booty. Hero Deo, get some Louis. True religion, little Gucci. Black and Asian like Karuchi. Teacup, she dress her Poochie. Keep a hammer, count this moochie. Y'all be tripping off they coochie. DPs, I beat like Boosie. Chopsticks with this sushi. Real hot boy like Tunchi. Blood stains on my blue feet. Navy with my crew meet. Clean up crew be too neat. Pros be moving too deep. All my roads been too steep. Rode them like I'm too deep. Daily like the Newsweek. Money hustle, new streak. See and hate like who he. Solid rock come through me. Legend like I'm Bruce Lee. See these hoes, they group deep. Ruthless from that one street. Roof Chris when I won't steak. Niggas want that update. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Fake shot to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chat to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Face shots to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. Resume, I run up stats. 1,000 yards up in this flat. In the setup like the draft. Taller standing like giraffe. I go stripes with a zebra. And I'm conscious when I lack. Goofy niggas, they be playing. Put your body on this mat. Give my youngin' half a stack. We just jug and do the math. Patriotic in my path. Hit the jail, we fuck the staff. I'm a gangster, but I rap. Now a Remy did the pap. Cause I really stand on business. Niggas acting like they that. Couple rookies with me ballin'. Bitches hit me, they be calling. They go head for he be all in. I just love they let the dog in. I just ballin' this ball main. Like tears with this hard pain. I been building a large name. Hit the streets with a guard game. I know niggas that charge fame when you get out your yard lane. Niggas talk like they 10-2. To the chopper chop 10 you. Who gon' chop and defend you when we kill all your friends too? Pull up in that Benz proof. Pull up in that Benz roof. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac. Face shots to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. 5 bills to get you whacked. 50 shots up in this Mac.
Yeah. We in this motherfucker, man. Bomb, soda, fast. Gang in this bitch. Love.
West in the building. Nigga in that section. Mask
on cause them
all the
cameras
way out
can't
the
see
Grammys,
niggas' faces. Closed mouths cause them feds pick up niggas' cases. Put in work, extra points for participation. Niggas hating, diamonds chains, they look real amazing. Bitches waiting, condom off, she can really taste it. You niggas basics, we got codes, something like the Masons. Baby said I got the glow, don't look like I'm aging. Back to back foreigns, no passports. Trooped up, got more guns than a task force. Look, ain't got more money than your favorite rapper. Biggs asked me about my bitch, it almost made me slap her. Can't have you round my crips if you ain't no factor. Probably rob you for your shit, I know a gang of snatchers. I fucked your bitch and you the one she named her baby after. Quarterback into these hoes cause I ain't afraid to pass them.
Spit the double back, bitch, we back again. Fresh up off of pass, finna pass again. 200 on my neck, I'm feeling like I'm him. VVS is rose gold, shooter for the win. Yo nigga looking stressed, I cannot be him. You a bum or a boss, how you
About
wanna
to get
live?
started, y'all.
Speaking on
Y'all
that
tap
pass,
in, like, comment, and subscribe.
Talking about that bitch, I almost fucked her friend.
Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section. Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section.
Huh? Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section, huh? Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your set up if you a nigga in your section, huh?
She hit me late night, I'm pulling up, I'm with that. She already knowin', I'ma make her climax. Bitch, I'm him, I'm not them, please don't get attached. I'm that nigga that'll bust and then double back. Yo nigga lame and he weak, he love to complain. I'm that nigga that get money, you doing the same. Got me flexing in this bitch, feel like Rick James. 1942, we just made a toast. My nigga shooter in this bitch, he doing the most. Got a call from this bitch, she from East Coast. Taylor Port got me drunk, I'm finna get ghost. Best believe I'm in my mirrors and my windows. Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section. Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section.
Huh? Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your hood up if you a nigga in your section, huh? Nigga, if you flexin', then you flexin'. Throw your set up if you a nigga in your section, huh?
Shooter, Gotti, Bone, we out this motherfucker, man.
Yo, salute to Gotti. Baby Shooter, Mafia Bone. What's up, Petty Queen? The best spot of the game, man. Salute to my sis out there, man. Hold it down for Richmond, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out our channel, man. We got Brother Push in the building, man. Y'all go over to Pushy Push. He just dropped some content. Yo, it sound like you underwater, my brother.
I ain't even spoke yet, but hold on, let me see.
It's the feedback.
It can sound like I'm underwater. I ain't even spoke. Hold on.
Yeah. Test the mic a little.
Yep.
My boy go live on Twitch for all you gamers out there. Hold on, y'all. Didn't want to do that on the air. Coughing like a motherfucker. Hey, so what we talking about today is Westside Wednesday show. Y'all know what it is. Throw your dubs up wherever you at. Throw your dubs up. Get your drink, your smoke. No drinking and driving. Y'all know what it is. Safe. No inferior smokes. None of that. Shout out to the homies. Couldn't have pulled up. Ones out there, man. Salute. Your boy, Big Nutter. Got my boy, Lil Larry. Shout out to Lil Larry. Chuck Massacre in the building. 50 State Mozzie, man, holding it down. Hey, man, so this thing with Diddy, man, I know y'all been checking that shit out. It's coming down. It's winding down. So we got some content on that. I'm hearing that he wasn't gonna take the stand and he ain't got no witnesses. He just basically just gonna let his defense handle it all. And we got 607 Unc. It's looking like he got into it with 4 extras. 4 extras said he'll slap the shit out of him or whatever. Guy in his face threatened him. Dude was
my nigga come off weak.
So 607 Unc.
Go fight King Pill, nigga. Let's see that.
He said he want to fight. He said he'll squabble. But we getting a lot of different stories. First, the incident happened, I guess. He said he brought up like 50 Crip dudes intimidating him, but he stood his ground or whatever. So we're going to get into that. Gene Dill breaks down the series of events that led up to Biggie's murder. We're going to go through some shit, man. So y'all hold tight. Oh, yeah, if we have a little time, yeah, we're going to slide in this. King Pill explain why he went to 4 Extra Hood with the blick. A little bit of shit. Well, let's get to this Unc, man. Unc wildin'. Let's see. All right. Let's get to this part. We can start from there.
Come in the whole motherfucking time. You back door ass. On this. Hold on, let me get on this. Hold on, let me get on this real quick. So, you're gonna dead homie. My motherfucking legion go to the folk. Now you're scary ass, though. Right? You're scared. Come in the whole motherfucking time. You back door ass. Hold on, let me get on this. Hold on, let me get on this real quick. So, you're gonna dead homies. Don't let it get up here. And when you get up here and ask me about hood questions, tell he know that's out. Don't let it get up here and divide you. You're gonna dead homies from what's the name. You gotta talk about this and that and this and that. No, they're gonna wear sorry 40s, all that. You're gonna find smokers. You being thirsty. Stop being thirsty. Cause I push any nigga button. But I don't think it's being thirsty. I think it's Adam 22 being thirsty. That's what we just said. That's what we just said. That's what he said. We just said. That's what we said. Cause you gotta think. Cause you gotta think about this. Cause look, you gotta think. Cause you gotta think. The fact you gotta think. Cause you gotta think. Cause smoker. Cause the little smoker. You gotta think the smoker he just trying to get on. He trying to get on and get another hit. You know what I'm talking about? That's the smoker. That's what smokers doing in the hood. That's what comes to territory. But you know what I'm talking about? But this how it goes like this though. Cause you gotta think about this part, bro. When you be thirsty, cuz you can't be thirsty. You can't be thirsty. I told that nigga Adam, stop being thirsty. But you looked at it like it's an easy W for you. And I understand that. That's why, and I understand when he said he looked at it as an easy W because of knocking cuz out. He did say cuz I look at it, you can easily knock him out, he out of shape and all that. We understand that. But I'm gonna go get over here. I'm not gonna get no back up out of this smoker ass. Adam trying to turn up pink heat. No. Remember the nigga said, he said 100,000. Then the nigga went around talking about 50. Yeah. What is it? You don't even got $50 to buy some shoes. So we know you ain't got 50,000. So this is the point right here, cuz. But the nigga here, the plumber, that's who I'm gonna put out because that's where the bag gonna come from. But then he said down to fight. Now he's saying he down. But he said some dumb shit. Now he said some dumb shit. He said, boom, I'm gonna fight you for extras. He said, but we gotta put in a contract. You can't go back to no jumpers no more. What? Oh. I'm like, what type of shit is that? You trying to fuck your bag off? So no, I don't even look the bag. Why are you talking about you want to put in the contract? It don't matter if you win, lose, or draw. You don't want to. I can't go to no jumpers no more. Look, chick, look, keep your feelings to yourself, cuz all the feelings and all that, the emotions and all that, keep that at home. Bottle it up, put it in the bottle, and keep it at home. Just bring your ass to the ring. You said you work out, remember? 10 times a day. Remember the little thing? 4 extras, that's you. 4 extras, that's you. Well, bring your dumb ass in the ring. That's it. Dead homies.
Ain't nobody gonna fight you. You walk in like animal, gang. Nigga, who the about to fight you? You walk in like animal. You still in the streets, gang. If you lose, somebody dies. See, that's what I know.
Hey, see, look. All these. See, it's a lot of. What's the name? It's easy. I'm in the hood all day.
No,
I'm in the hood. I'm from Chris on the Fig. Nigga, I got 15 violations for getting caught on Chris on the Fig.
You got to the hood. I'm trying to take them away from the hood.
Hey, hold on, stop. So it's easy. I can put you out there, smoke whatever you prefer. You get what I'm saying? What's the name? We ain't gonna say too much, but you know. On 40 Crib, I got 15 motherfucking violations. On 4 you know I'm gonna knock you out. Well, but see, they just want the what's the name? Cause they just want the thing. That's a business. Hey, look, that's right? Look, if you use my name, you gotta think. I made it irrelevant to talk about jail fights now.
So I got my mama. And so fights in jail.
I made it irrelevant how niggas tell their story out of jail now.
You made it cool.
I made it cool. I made a way for and on the crib. On the hood. So every real and behind the bars that's locked up on the yard in the county, nigga, get it how you live. On the hood, dead homies. You get what I'm saying?
Free the real ones.
Free the real ones, cuz I'm saying. But on the dead homies, you gotta think about when it comes to that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? On the dead homies.
So today's the day. I've got my RTA MACK system and Coyote appliances. And
I'm a full-fledged gamer that everybody know. This ain't no gimmick, this ain't no act. You get what I'm saying? I know you don't get knocked out, but you know he trying to get some money. Everybody thirsty to get some money. You get what I'm saying? On the dead homies, I shit over. I'm not playing. It's like I came here today.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I went straight up on you.
Come on, guys.
On 40 Crip.
Can we talk about what happened?
No.
Can we talk about that?
What you mean? We just talked about it. You
was scared. You was running. I was standing right there. I walked all to the middle of them. Tell them about that. When they walked in, I walked in the middle of all of them. 607. They kept on telling me 40s. I said, what the fuck that mean? Right? They all said 40s. Slow down. First of all, what it means. First of all, what the fuck that mean? No, I don't mean like that. You see what I'm saying? I can't say nothing. Don't do that. Don't say what I'm saying. I didn't know what the. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. My bad, gang.
So he was so amped to jump up in dude's face. But like I said, this shit is this content. This all content. This all plays.
He didn't mean it like that. My bad. I didn't mean it like that.
Don't say what it means, nigga. Westside.
There we go. There we go. This is why. You see what I'm saying? That's serious. My bad, gang. He didn't mean it. My bad, gang.
He didn't mean it. You don't talk to the cuz.
That's my fault, gang. That's my bad, gang.
Dead homies, nigga.
That's like I'm not gonna get play with that. But what I was saying was, listen. This is why you felt that energy. Hold up, this is why. Hold up. That's why. Listen, hold on. Hey, don't play with no. I was not playing. I'm saying everything is playing. Everything is playing. I was not playing. I didn't understand. I didn't understand the introduction.
Hey, first off,
I didn't understand. Gang, I'm from St. Louis, so I didn't understand. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so first off, you didn't tell no nigga, no 40s. You don't know what that means. So stop. You didn't talk to.
No, I didn't understand.
No, you didn't say none of that.
I told you.
Don't say no lie.
Nigga was in jail. What you doing? That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying.
Hold on, real quick though, cuz. Don't get on here for your content.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, it's funny because Adam is nowhere to be found. Adam upstairs, he just took off, right? He conveniently just took off, right? He set that up. It's all content, y'all.
It's about to get you socked out because you did tell you don't talk to none of us, nigga. I just told your ass right now.
I
said 6 O's
right out. I said 6 O's. Ask all the homies.
Don't say no 6 O's, no nothing. Bring up none of my homies because niggas gonna get socked out on here.
My bad.
This ain't no Munchie beef or what's that? Whoever the on phones, I will sock you out of here on the dead homies. Westside Road. That's what you gonna do. I'll sock your ass out. Dead homies.
I don't did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. I'm not gonna I did it on purpose.
See? Uncaught on quick.
It's not. I did it on purpose. Because no way I'm not playing. Right?
No. Don't bring up none of our homies. Don't bring up none of our homies on this broadcast.
Respect.
I'm talking for the neighborhood and roller court. You talking about the homies, I'm gonna sock you out.
Respect.
Point and sip on Vernon Avenue. And don't blur none of this out either. Don't cut none of this off the screen. Make sure all this motherfucker on here. Westside Road. Dead homies, I'm not playing.
Went in on him, huh? Shout out to
Yeah, according to the
607
That was some weak shit, bro. This nigga Peel is calling this nigga name out, dirty, nasty, everything. This
Right.
nigga Unk say one little tiny thing and he nutting up. You know what I'm saying? He kind of lost some points from me right there.
Right,
Because
right,
there's
right.
a point where you know you looking at a nigga you can hurt. So why do that?
Right.
When you got a nigga out here running his mouth and the only thing you talking about is he ain't popular enough. 607 Unk is popular, more popular than Homeboy, man. I just that looked weak. That looked
He
weak.
say that. He actually says that too. Let's get to that content, man.
That's real.
Shout out to Music
nigga shit.
101.
Bitter nigga shit.
Bitter
Like
nigga,
bitter
bitter
nigga shit.
To everybody you came in with a bounce on table with 100 guns and 50. Tell everybody that, gang, and I'm by myself. Tell them that. Tell them that. Before extra, tell them you had 50 with you, gang. Tell them. Tell them you had 50 niggas ski mask and shit. And I was by myself. Tell them. Tell everybody that, for extra. Tell everybody the truth. Tell everybody you came in with a bounce on table with 100 guns and 50. Tell everybody that, gang, and I'm by myself. Tell them that. Tell them that.
Promo alert, promo alert, promo alert. Today is your girl Skylar Blue. Make sure y'all go follow her on Instagram. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. Hit that like button, comment, and let her know I sent you. I need all the baddies. I'm talking about from the east, west, south, and north to tap in. It's summertime.
I know her.
And her hit single, Oklahoma Baby, is right on time. The link will be down in the comment section. Make sure y'all click that link, get in her comments, and let her know is the what another.
I'm giving out free promo. Why?
As y'all know, 607 Unk became an official No Jumper member just a few weeks ago. But when they say some things don't last long, this situation is a prime example. 607 Unk, he's known for saying crazy things, being awkward, and pushing people buttons. Well, 4 Extra wasn't going for it. 607 Unk and 4 Extra was on a No Jumper podcast together, where things got heated. And 4 Extra said he will unalive 607 Unk.
Watch what you say up on here, cause these think you can't be caught. You could be caught. You could be found. You could, nigga, on the set, what's the name? I'ma get up on you, just like I just got up on you. And the first thing I'm gonna tell you, you gonna die here. I smoke your ass, niggas, you gonna die at No Jumpers, niggas. I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna flatline you right here and go to jail and laugh at your ass. Why you on a projector dead? And I'm gonna be doing burpees in jail, laughing at your ass while these on my collect calls. And that's gonna be the end of that. You know why?
We've been there
because it's rolling 40s.
Shortly after, Adam 22 would announce that 607 Unk quit his job at No Jumper.
So I just got off the phone with 607 Unk, and he no longer wants to be part of No Jumper. This is like the most unpredictable dude I've ever met in my life, because I thought that he was just like down for all the bull. But I guess when 4 Extra told him off camera that he was gonna kill him, he took it as like a bad omen.
I thought he was down for all the bullshit.
This nigga. Bro, what it shows is that unprofessionalism that's that No Jumper, man.
Talk that shit.
Nigga is letting somebody who is popular, like no matter what, man, everybody's listening to 607 Unk, especially when he get on that little spiritual shit. Everybody listen to that nigga. Why would you let him run off popularity versus fucking post some, man? Like, this is stupid. He ain't even 4 Extra no more. He's just post some, nigga.
Oh shit.
And on some like witchcraft or voodoo or whatever the religion thing is. So he's saying that he's no longer on the Tuesday show. So tomorrow, I don't know. I'm still honestly gonna keep trying to get him to pull up, just so we can at least maybe have like one final conversation on camera before he rides off into the sunset. But yeah, this has been a very hectic couple of weeks.
Yo,
there's part of me that wants
No
to
Jumper is
another part
going
of me that's
down,
just
bro.
like, okay,
It's going down.
You're a little too much. So I just wanted to let you guys know.
So not only did 4 Extra threaten him on the podcast, he surrounded 607 Unk with over 50 Crips allegedly and said he will unalive him again.
after he already said it on the podcast. But now things is a little serious because gang members involved. And it's one thing you talking noise to me while I'm at work. It's another thing while I'm on the company property and I'm surrounded by gang members that don't supposed to be on the property. Now I have to worry about my life being in danger while I'm at work. 607 Unk spoke out and said this.
One nigga with 50 niggas screaming, don't prove. I'm from St. Louis, gang, right? One nigga screaming to the top of his lungs, hitting on tables. Nah, they ain't gang. They don't give you nothing. 50 niggas surrounded. And I stayed there, right? And I went there. Oh, y'all wouldn't. You gotta be smarter than that, right? 50 niggas, gang. Beating on tables and shit. On steroids. Ready to kill me. Oh, wow. I got an axe. I got to be calm. Woosah, nigga. Woosah. Yeah, I walk in, they surround me with 40 crips. At least 50, 40 crips. Telling me, oh, you say this, you gonna die. You say this, oh, you gonna die. Oh, you do this, you gonna die. And I waited for it, and I stayed there. So I got on my bike. Y'all ain't seen a half. If I gotta vibrate low to go somewhere, then I just can't go, right? That's what I'm like. I love no jump, it's good. But the low vibrational pull, I just can't go for, right? You know, we trying to raise the vibration up high.
Right.
Y'all trying to keep it low.
Talk that
That's
shit.
why I gotta go. That's what I got.
That's a fact.
Like, who gets surrounded by 40 crips at work? I mean 50 crips from the 40s, right? I don't know. That shit kind of weird. And that nigga beating on tables and yeah, gorillas and yeah, that's a bad work environment. Then I was doing that free. I'm like, on me, I get paid to die in the streets. For extra. Tell me you had 50 niggas with you, gang. Tell them. Tell me you had 50 niggas with ski masks and I was by myself. Tell them. Tell everybody that, for extra. Tell everybody the truth. Tell everybody you came in for bounce on table with 100 guns and 50 niggas. Tell everybody that, gang, and I'm by myself. Tell them that. Tell them that. You came by your mother self. I'm 100 pounds. I'm 100 mother pounds. You could have came by yourself, but you didn't. You didn't. Y'all don't come by yourself. I know where the I'm at.
Now the question is, how did all this start? 607 Unk asked for extra that he put carrots in his buttocks. But the thing is, Adam 22 started this rumor 2 weeks ago.
Everybody won't get mad and be like, oh damn, you was trolling him. No, I ain't saying nothing.
My husband
That's a
begged me to
fact.
stop
He
doing this
did.
pink salt
He
trip
did.
after I
He
lost
did talk
25
that
pounds
shit.
in less than 2 weeks. But here's a warning.
What about the carrot in the booty? Adam the first one that said he put the carrot in the booty. And when Adam said he put the carrot in the booty, it ain't no 40 crips surrounded by Adam trying to kill Adam. Because Adam said about the carrot in the booty too. Why about Adam talking about the carrot in the booty? Somebody tell folk extra to do another podcast, then meet me in LA then. Somebody tell folk extra that. I guess one thing for sure, we'll never see folk extra fight. But we didn't see him fight. But look, I'm from California, I'm from peace, I'm from love, but he did a whole lot of talking, so now we gotta fight. We gotta catch a fade. Listen, somebody tell folk extra celebrity boxing match, fade, 50,000 fade. What's the word? I got 50,000, you can't fight
fade.
But a table. Yeah, you be on tables, you ain't gonna fight no but a table. Use your game for protection to make somebody think you're scared to try to intimidate niggas. That's what I got, mama. You intimidating tactics and shit. Let's fight, gang. Let's fight. Accept it. I swear to God, I knock you the out. All this shit was talking, I stay still. Nigga, you ain't knock me the out. That's how I know you can't fight. Right? You can't fight for it, so let's fight. Yeah, leave the guns and the niggas at home. Nigga, get in the ring, nigga. Leave the guns and the niggas at home. I bet you can't do it. This ain't the penitentiary, nigga. They don't animals, nigga. Right, nigga? You thought I was gonna let you just get me like that? No, nigga. You ain't gonna use your protection for me, nigga. You wanna see me in the ring, nigga, and I'm still gonna play with you, nigga. I'm still gonna play. I'm gonna play. Till you see me in the ring. He gonna make an excuse. Don't make no excuse like you did with King Peel. Say, oh, you're a crackhead. Oh, no, he broke. He looking for clout. No, I'm famous. Don't say I disrespect. Don't say you gotta get you no guns. I'm famous enough, nigga. I'm more famous than you. I'm more famous than King Peel. I'm more famous than the plumber. So fight me. And I'm smaller than all of them, too. But I'm faster. Tell me you shut up with all those guns. Yeah. But when you leave, I be talking again. Nobody stop playing on me. My last time saying, this 4 extras is not tough. You say all this. I look to the left, niggas standing over there with guns. I look to the back, niggas all surrounded, everybody with guns. Bro, you a coward. That's how a coward move. I don't want no problem with LA. I ain't got no problem with the 4s. I'm talking to 4 extra. 4 extra. 4 extra. Fight me, gang. Like all bull, all this have a die LA, all this bull content, and you do content. I'll see if you didn't do content, but you a content. Hey, now nigga asked me to fight. You ducking phase from King Peel. You ducking phase from everybody. So you want to fight the plumber and he gay, right? I don't know what you own, bro. Like, you trying to start a gang war? No, I'm for a mother God, gang. I'm not for all this you own, but I want to fight. Man to man, I want to fight you. I bet you won't fight. You gonna come with some kind of excuse to be scared so you can't fight. You gonna jump to that bullshit because you scary. I know you scary. I know a scary nigga when I see one.
4 extra haven't responded. Only thing he been doing is posting clips from this viral moment.
Hey, y'all go to Music 101, man. Go check that out. Sheesh.
Like, there's been a couple of different events, and I feel like I'm sort of watching the audience. I still think they love 4 Extra, but I feel like their relationship with him is starting to shift a little bit. I feel like there's a significant number of comments on that Unk podcast, like a significant portion, that feel like the vibe was mean, bullying, and just like I feel like I'm witnessing a little bit of a heel turn. And I'm not saying that is how I feel, but I'm saying that I've seen a lot of people have that opinion. And in addition to that, I saw a lot of feedback about him not wanting to fight King Pill that was not flattering, where people felt like, how are you going to talk this much about fades? And then when Adam has a fade that's presumably going to pay you well, you're just not into it. And I think a lot of people didn't really care for his reasoning, even though I think a lot of us understand it. If somebody's disrespecting your neighborhood or whatever, then that's
no. But he didn't want to do it before the disrespect.
Exactly.
But when do you enter the realm of celebrity? What makes you a celebrity? Because I don't feel like no celebrity. I just feel popular.
Look, I ain't gonna even tell you. Look, it's places I can't go. I'll be wanting to be poo shiesty up. Even before No Jumper made it better. Just like off my channel alone, everywhere I go, somebody recognizes me. You feel me? But I don't never play or want to feel like I'm a celebrity because I'm a regular person, bro. I don't even care about celebrities. Like, they regular people to me too. But it's funny you say that because a podcast channel hit me last night and was like, "Hey, Ant, can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "What's up?" So they was like, they spoke on the 4 Extras.
That's Young and Hefe. Only does what the checks say.
Just saying, he ain't popular, bro. He's known by some people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to redefine what the word star is. Like, if you're on Kendrick Lamar's level, that means you walk into a country and somebody knows you. That's a star.
Yeah.
In America, that's like in your backyard, bro. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not superstar because you're on the internet, bro. When you walk into another country and they know who you is, that's when you know. Here in America, everything get around like on your neighborhood.
I think he feel like he famous around his hood. Of course, he a hood trophy. But on the YouTube, he's saying because of his page, he getting a little bit of recognition. And he with No Jumper, it brings a little bit of fame. If that's what you, clout, if that's what you're looking for. But to me, they just YouTube fame. You can't get 10 people if you go, hey, go grab 10 people. Do you know this person? Nah. Now, certain people,
if ain't nobody gonna pay to see you, you ain't famous.
That's it.
I would say this: people might show up and pay to see 607.
And it's in this. It's kind of like in this network, like in this little area, in this space, in that media space. Yeah, cause like. They be doing events, other channels to be getting together, and they be popping up in Vegas or other places. They be, they be having a turnout. Like even with the boxing, you seen the Charleston White? We're gonna play that. Charleston White. Some people turn out for that shit. But YouTube, these dudes be chasing the fame on YouTube though.
King Pill and the Unk thing asked me how I felt about the situation, and I was like for me, like, come on, anybody is being sensitive trying to say that 4 Extras was bullying another grown man. 4 Extras was just being firm with that dude because he know that dude will get in character and say something that will get him in a jam. So I'm gonna just be firm with you and like let you know, I'm not playing with you. Like, I know you might be thinking it's a joke because we on camera and we streaming and all this, but I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? But then the flip side of it is people was like, well,
shit. The flip side is if you're trying to get into this industry, you gotta know how to deal with yourself. If you just so street, them niggas feel that every time you get a disagreement, you gonna pull up with 50 niggas from your area section. They not gonna want to fuck with you. They not gonna want to fuck with you.
No.
I'm like, shit, man. We wanted to bring the bag, but nigga, he making it too difficult for us.
I'm
Unsafe.
saying Adam need to be looking at that, bro. Like, my nigga, you pushed off a popular person and you willing for this popular person to leave for a full extra.
They already went through the RICO. They got the RICO shit. They still got other shit
I'm like,
that's
dude,
going
you ain't
on.
learning to get away from that dude. He's toxic. No, he's toxic, bro. He can't do podcasting because you have to say everything favorable to him. Like the nigga some goddamn king or something. Like, nigga, move the fuck on, nigga. You need to be in that alleyway telling everybody what to do.
Now this could be like a little play, cause they was he talking about he want to fade the nigga. He really won't fade him. I don't know. He asked for 50. He said 50K.
This with King Pill and this and that, and I'm just like, man, you know, that's whatever reason, and you know, that's his reason, and I don't know, like, I can't answer that, but you know, people definitely was asking that question for sure.
He did have a very long, like, explanation.
I'm just saying, he's that's what I say. What makes you a celebrity? Because he think King Pill is beneath him, and he's not worthy of a fade, even for money, and that's weird. But you want to fight a Zoo Star, the plumber dude. You know what I'm saying?
A snitch.
And a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And then he like, how tall is the plumber? 5'8"?
He's 5'8". He's much smaller.
5'8".
King Pill is more of a good fight, like a fairer fight.
And I got references from King Pill. The homies that have been in jail with King Pill. He's retarded and he a squabble and he don't mind squabbling. So I'm saying, what make him unworthy of a fade for some money? You just came from the county jail where you do it for free for nothing, and a trip to the Holy Juke Balls.
And I get where Forrest is coming from because he wants to fight somebody that he sees as being on his level. But when you see me, like, I thought that by putting it out there that this was fight, I was trying to make it happen, that he would just do it because, you know, he's just been trying to get into this whole fight thing for so long. And I think to a lot of people, him, like, King Pill just not having enough clout, which I agree, like, you're bigger than King Pill for sure. But like a lot of times when you see these celebrity boxing matches, it's not necessarily people that are like super evenly matched in terms of fame or whatever.
Is Charleston White way more famous than Kodiak Red? Like,
exactly, yeah.
Then who? The dude he just fought?
The Island Boys guy.
The Island Boys, that was popping. I heard about them before Charleston White.
But Charleston White is like way more popular, I think.
His career trajectory.
He's the most famous snitch in America.
Charleston White does interviews on Say Cheese and gets a million views like every time, and they've been doing this for like 5 years, which to me is crazy. Like Kodiak Red, like, meanwhile, is like a completely washed up non-rapper internet nerd. You know, and I fuck with them. I would like to do content with the Island Boys again, but like, Kodiak Red made out with his own brother for OnlyFans money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, literally.
You know, and then he just gave up on that fight halfway through the second round. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that, but like, in general, all I'm saying is that, like, okay, and then even I also see some comments that think that, like, their basic point is that Forrest is just like kind of standing in the way of people being able to be on the podcast and together. And I don't know even if they know that, but the fact that he doesn't want to be part of the cipher because Ant. Probably because of Ant. Yeah. Well, I can't think of anybody else that would give a shit.
Because I ain't hopping on there with him either.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't think
him or Ralphie. So I got, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but Ant.
But see, that's the whole thing about in business. Niggas don't feel that you want to work with other people regardless of, you know, their background. Minus if they some choma or what. As far as that whole snitching shit, man, these niggas be dealing with snitch sympathizers, rat lovers. Man, fuck all that. Man, you know, I guess. But no jumper is, to me, no jumper PD. 2 people done got arrested on that motherfucker. And they both caught up in this RICO thing. Free Big U. They got, like, you know, motherfucker was in a coma, beat the fuck down, stripped, like. It's a hazard, man. It's a hazard.
Ain't cool, calm, collective. That's
what I'm saying. Like, I tried to tell Forrest, like, this guy Ant, he's super chill. He ain't on no bullshit. He's chilling. And Forrest made it clear, like, nah, I ain't getting on that. Like, he's just like super, like, the opposite of a brick baby who was kind of like looking for a reason to sit down with somebody that he's not supposed to get along with because he knew it would be good content. Instead, Forrest are kind of on the other side of the
Today, we're asking the real question. What if Cookies and Cream had a caffeine problem?
But I want to make this clear as well too, though. You know, even though I was open to it, but like motherfuckers know, like,
and he got his right. It's like a double-edged sword. You got the right to not sit down and talk to nobody you don't want to fucking talk to or you don't feel comfortable with. And if that's put in the contract, then that should be played out, you know. It will limit you as far as your presence on the show. But shit happens.
Like even the journey, the path I'm on, I'm not friendly. Like I'm not looking for no friends. I'm not trying to merge nothing that don't want to be merged or don't supposed to be merged. And I actually respect. I'm gonna respect the gangsterism. Like if I don't want to do for no content either, and me, if I ever sat down with him and been in the room, I'm not trying to do this shit for no content. That's not what it's not for me. Like I said, I deal with some of his folks, and I don't deal with them. None of them dudes on no content. They know who I am and what type of person I'm. I don't do for content. So you know, I have talked to Brick Baby. Me and Brick Baby, we was chopping it up before he went down though. But that definitely would have disappointed me if Brick Baby would have just wanted to sit down with me for some content.
Like
I'm not with that. I'm not with that either.
Like even if like you guys are both at a place
like
where
every time I've been in the room with that's neighborhoods, like it had been genuine. I ain't sat down with ODM Slim. I ain't been around his cousin Sporty Loc. None of that shit was for no content.
But you're saying
all that shit was genuine.
If you said that, if you met someone, like if you had met Brick, got along with him, chopped it up with him for an hour off camera, and you guys shared, you know, a cool conversation, then if it became an issue of like, yo, let's sit on camera, you would have been open to it if there was a relationship already kind of established?
Yeah, no, for sure. Hell yeah. Like I ain't one of them persons either. Like we ain't gonna never like get that misconstrued. Like hell yeah, I'm calm, collective, I'm humble, but like I'm not like I still got morals and like I'm not just trying to sit down with nobody for no content. Like that's what we not doing. I don't care about no views and none of that because like I know a lot of shit. If I want to be controversial or controversy, whatever, like I can be that, but that's not me. So it's like I'm not never trying to sit down for no content. Like it definitely, you know what I'm saying, have to be like genuine for sure.
Hey, for the record, me and Brick Baby was hollering before he even came on No Jumper.
Right.
I went on Street TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me and him was talking about doing a podcast together before we start podcasting. So like, because we had bump heads and then we had hollered and we became cool after that, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like, you know,
which to me is amazing. I love the idea of just people being able to like get past stuff through podcasting. I think that's just like really good for the future of Los Angeles.
No.
Oh, you know.
Bro, they too gang affiliated. That's why they can't make Adams money. You're too gang affiliated, and then your circle is small because you know what I'm saying. I mean, it ain't like you dealing with a different group of people, so almost everybody you deal with is like you.
Right.
And to be honest with you, when you're in this type of world, bro, everybody is the opposite of you, you know, and that's the attraction.
That's a fact.
Adam surrounds himself with things that are the opposite of him.
Yeah, when he leave that studio, he go dealing with the people he really deal with.
You came on here and turned down the fade.
Right.
For a variety of reasons. Said that you didn't have enough clout, said you were a smoker. Do you actually smoke crack?
Nah, man, I never smoked crack. I don't even know where that came from. That's just something that somebody would say, you know, when they just not trying to cut to the chase, you feel me? Just trying to just, you know, I should understand where he coming from. It ain't no big deal, you feel me? He didn't want to fight, it's all good. I'm not gonna keep pressing the issue though. At first I was gonna keep pressing the issue because he said he didn't want to fight, but then I heard my name in the diss song, so it kind of like had me confused. Like, bro, you say I'm not popping and shit, but why mention my name in the diss song? Why come on here and have a whole rant, talk about what I wear, talk about my piercings, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it's all good, bro. Don't want to fight. I'm not about to keep trying to antagonize him to fight, you feel me? Really, I was just trying to get some, I was really trying to get the fight, you feel me? Since I went to New York, I'm hanging with Adam. He say the fight gonna come up, you know what I'm saying? I hear my name in the diss song, and y'all gotta understand, you feel me? On my song Slide First, I say, nigga say my name, I'ma squeeze first, you feel me? I'ma slide first, I'ma pull up, whatever the case. But really, I was doing that shit trying to get the fight, you feel me? Like on some promo shit, but I see it's not going towards no promo, you feel me? It's just like I'm wasting my time at this point, you feel me?
But do you almost feel lucky because myself and a lot of other people feel like 4 Extras would probably pack you up
Fresh
I mean,
out
that's
for
cool,
extra.
bro. I mean, you know, a lot of people could think that. You know, y'all looking at size. You feel me? I understand where you could think that, but I've been like this my whole life. You feel me? People like, oh, he out of shape. That's how a lot of people used to look at me in prison. Yeah, I had big arms and chest and shit, but I always had a gut and shit, bro.
You're a sleeper.
Yeah, like you sleeping on me. You feel me? But it's cool. I like that. You feel me? I like to be the underdog. I like to be the person that everybody feel like, oh, he ain't worth their time. You feel me? Oh, he got to get his celebrity status up, whatever that mean. I mean, I understand what you're saying. More people attracting to the pages and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was when niggas was doing a lot of lying. You feel me? I just feel like a lot of lying be going on. You feel me?
Well, I mean, like you and him side by side, definitely one person looks like more of a paradigm of health versus you. But on the other hand, if he's really got an opportunity to get paid a significant amount of money, and that's what I told him, I'm like, all of these things that you're saying against him, like he's a smoker. Like, I mean, a smoker sounds like somebody who'd be easy to beat up. If he's fat, out of shape, that sounds like somebody who'd be easy to beat up, etc. Like, a lot of these are reasons why you would want to fight somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to play me with? You think you custom model? I don't want to fight no bums. Trying to play me? What do you think, I'm Rocky? Nigga, boy said, nigga, fuck that.
I was thinking the same shit, man. I'm like, damn, I wake up eating ice cream in the morning. I'm smoking weed, cigarettes, doing shrooms. I should be an easy fight in the room. Sweep him like a broom.
We just had some Pizza Hut earlier.
Man, I had Pizza Hut. I had a cup of noodle. I got munchie snacks. I'm the fat Jack. You should be able to just put him down. Easy, off the back. Get him off the rack.
Wait, I thought that was dog food for a second, but that's a like little cup of like
Man, I don't know what he got going on with dogs and freaky shit today, but man, goddamn. First the dog was fucking the cat fingered, and now it's dog food. We tripping today, man. We on some bestiality.
Possible questions.
New era. This is
Beauty and the Beast.
This is the king pill bestiality.
Oh shit. Plug
Great
talk.
arc.
Okay, but so
Enough for that. Hey, you seen this damn fight?
Joe!
You seen this clown show, right?
Hit him! Yo! Let's go, Hawk!
Uh-oh. Go take a point away.
He's smiling.
Ladies and
What'd you
gentlemen,
say?
I can't even believe the Island Boy let a one-eyed dude knock him out. It's in the lightweight division.
Yo, this is
scheduled for three.
crazy, bro.
Got aura.
And in the blue
Right.
wearing the blue trunks with the white
Production showed it, yep.
Cody Hayes.
That's a real Zark.
Not Island Boy. And in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the black trim,
Bro, it's that funny, bro. It's that whatever you do funny.
Nigga boost his status up. This one.
Hey, Unc, let's fucking go. And you got Taylor in the corner. I like to see it. Let's go.
Why you think the island twins?
Unc, I love you. You got this shit. Let's fucking go. And we go out tonight, party, bottles on me.
Unc, man, y'all gotta let me hang with Unc, bro.
Hey, he cool as fuck.
I never met him. I always wanted to meet him, bro, so I can just laugh, bro.
Fucking go, Unc. Come on.
He remind me of my uncle, man, all the way in South Georgia, dog.
I can't believe this is finally
They
happening.
gonna touch gloves?
No.
If they do, Unc gonna fake him out and then punch him.
Why he didn't bring his twin with him? How come his twin ain't in his corner?
He want to come. Yo!
Look at Unc, man. Uncle corn-fed ass dude,
First
bro.
the Island Boy. Chat, here we fucking go.
Let's go.
W's in the fucking chat. Final predictions.
Damn, I wish I could stand up for this motherfucker here, bro.
No, we can't. Come on, fuck it.
Can we?
Just like crouch. Yep.
Okay, come on, Unc. Come on, Unc. Come on, Unc.
Oh.
Wait.
What? Oh.
Come on, Unc. Come on, Unc. Come on, Unc. Come on, Unc.
I'm trying to tire him out. I'm trying to tire him out.
Get to him, Unc.
Come on, Unc.
Loosen up, Unc. Loosen up, Unc.
Can't get right. What's good,
48-year-old
man?
man.
Look at this
Unc,
clown
dog,
show,
you're
bro.
playing.
I don't think the Island Boy is like acting.
Unc doing UFC out that motherfucker.
The fuck they doing, bro?
Fuck this animosity.
Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc. Let's go, Unc.
I'm about to fall over.
No, he good.
Somebody doing a
He
cartoon
getting out the way,
on
he
this
getting
shit
out the way.
right now.
Oh, he loaded up. Oh, loading up the haymakers.
Uh-huh.
Don't know how to fight for shit.
Oh, you saw that?
Cheap
He was finna try to throw a sneaker uppercut.
It's old school. Come on.
I like this old school.
This shit is crazy.
Stay in there, Unc. Stay in there, Unc. Oh, I'm throwing him straight. Oh. I'm having fun in there. He not moving his feet with him. He leaning over too much.
Hey, y'all go check the rest of this shit out, nigga. That shit. He let this nigga, he let the one-eyed Willie nigga beat him. At least Charleston White got in the ring.
Yeah, 4 extra might beat him up.
Of course. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles, man.
TV, where we expose the exposers. So here we are again, guys. CS2 just confirmed it himself. He said because he believed Lucy was a snake, he's been lining him up for 8 straight months.
Cover right there, bro.
8 months of fake smiles, fake loyalty, fake everything.
Did you say something?
Did they use that cover right there?
Yeah.
But you know we the main people showing that, right?
I know that.
I'm just saying that's a weird choice right there for a front cover. We showed that one. Like nobody did.
Scandalous Los Angeles. Oh, shout out to Scandalous Los Angeles. He be in the chat. He be one dropping it. Yeah. It's fitting his ass though.
Yeah.
That look like, that's 600 in the back. Oh shit.
If that's not snake behavior, then what is? I mean, we all know that Lucy is a snake. We've all seen the way he gets down. But what does this say about Porky? At this point, there's really nothing left to explain. Sure, we're making content, but the truth? It's already out there. You've seen it. You've watched it unfold. And now, without question, you know exactly what's been going on.
Talk about with these niggas. They stone-faced niggas, they don't say nothing, they looking at you, they none of that. But Cuban Rob does music. Cuban, listen. You're in this DM, tell me you want to holler at him, send me your number. All right, Wacky, send me a number. Okay, cool. Wait 3 days, I want to know if he's going to tell me this.
You guys, this is exactly what narcissism looks like in action. This guy CS2 is out here acting like he's in some kind of mafia movie. And he's the Don. Let's be honest here. You don't need some covert operation to figure out if Loose Cannon is a snake. All you gotta do is ask his wife, and she'll tell you. The man was just sitting with Porky after being with Big U. That alone tells you everything you need to know. But see, in Porky's mind, he's gotta play these little elementary school games to test loyalty. All right, Cuban Rob, call him up, send him your number, and I want to see if he comes back and tells me. What kind of corny shit is that? That's not chess. That's not strategy. That's just dumb. But this is how the brain works when narcissism takes over. In his head, he thinks he's some untouchable figure, like he's really running something. And that mindset, that illusion of power, that's what happens when people from Donald Sterling's culture befriend you, gassing you up. And before you know it, you think you're bigger than everybody around you.
3 days go by, you don't tell me this. Call him, you're telling me you're a little upset because Wack don't help you with your music. You've been around me forever. You feel like this, that. You want to f with him, but let's keep it low. And then when your shit get up and blazing, you going to spin off of me and you going to ride with him. Boom, he tells him this. I wait. When Loose Cannon never brought that back, that my right hand came to him with that, at that point I knew he was a snake, and I started lining him, and I started lining him, and I started lining him.
You guys, there is so much to unpack in that little sentence he just dropped. It's not even funny. First of all, doesn't this story sound real familiar? Isn't this exactly what he said happened with Big U and Alan Grunblatt? Remember, he claimed Big U went down to his office with Simon on the phone. And Simon told Alan Grunblatt to give Big U all of Porky's contracts, because Big U was the only person that Porky was scared of. Then Porky said he went home, waited 7 days, and when Big U didn't call him, he knew something was up. Same playbook. Now here we go again. This time he says he had Cuban Rob call Lucy and say, "Hey, I don't like how Wack's treating me. I'm thinking about coming over there with you." And Lucy was supposed to run back and tell Porky that? Let's be honest. Even if that did happen, maybe Lucy didn't want to stir up drama. Maybe he figured telling Porky would cause problems with him and Cuban Rob. There's 100 reasons someone might not repeat that conversation. But in this guy's mind, the second Lucy didn't come back with that info, Porky said he knew he was a snake, and he started lining him. Lining him up for what, though? He didn't get jumped. He didn't get shot. He didn't get robbed. So what are you saying? That you lined him up? To get booked? Because if nothing else happened to him, that's the only thing left. Porky telling on himself again. This one is so blatant, it's clear he doesn't care anymore. By him saying he lined him up, he's admitting he set him up to go to jail. This is CS TUPAC, once again telling y'all exactly who he is. CS TUPAC.
I've been lying to this nigga for 8 months. It's all in the poker face.
Hello. Hey, talk that shit, big bro. Shit.
Bozo, don't blame me. You blame yourself. You forced me to this extreme. You're supposed to be what you say you are to me. The minute that man come to you, hey, Wack, you know your man. Woo, 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 woo. So then this is when it really got funny. Hey, Wack, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, you done taught me so much and showed me so much. Oh, yeah, they gave a nigga, you know, you gave a nigga this boost. Everybody know who I am now. I want you to be the godfather of my child. I said, did this nigga think I'm sentimental and emotional? You know what I did? Oh, brother, it's an honor, man. Yeah, that's an honor. But see, being a godparent to a child comes with an action. We ain't babysitting. We ain't send the baby a box of diapers and we got him free all day. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm gonna hit you like you hit me, just in another mental way. I'm talking back to you, nigga, but you just too slow to motherfucking understand what I'm saying. I'm saying it to comprehend that language.
Hello.
You fucking with something, boy, that you ain't ready for. You come from manipulating women that are innocent women, right? Who really don't understand your trickery, who have intentions on really trying to build, like listening to Gigi. I see what that is. Gigi is a regular, normal female who knows nothing about the pimp or the streets or the I'm just got a job and if I like you and let's build and hey, let's do something. She got no idea. Like this is doing this. She figured it out. She woke now. Now you's a mental midget. You are what I call a mental midget.
Listening to all this, can you imagine the things he's gonna say about Love's Boys when he finally turns on him? Because if this is how he talks about people he once trusted, people he was supposedly testing, just wait until he decides Love's Boys is no longer useful. You already know how this script plays out. Same pattern every time. As soon as you're not serving his agenda, you're a snake, a backstabber, an op. It's not if, it's when.
That's a fact.
This local big head nigga named Rico started feeling his pockets was getting a little thinner since we got there. Hey, that's all good. Fool's go right there. Trouble was right there on that corner, staring right at us.
Yeah, they rolling hard too. They slanging real good, real good. Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. Sure. I don't like that shit. Yeah, well.
And they left and went to Steve Stout's house in the hills, because Steve Stout was giving a party that day too.
Okay, so half the entourage leaves, half is still there. You go and grab all the SUVs and have them pull out in front, so when Big and Puff come out,
Kid, the
they can just jump in their cars.
And we can leave. Fam, salute.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. Monday.com is the one you'll actually...
Okay. So tell me about the scene outside as you're waiting for everyone to get in their cars and start to take off.
So first we lined up parallel to the door in which they have to come out, right? You follow me?
Yep.
All right, we lined up parallel to where the doors they have to come out. So if they come out right here, the car's right there. They're right there. So then Big is taking his time because you know his fibula bones and his thighs are broken or whatever like that. You know, they fractured or whatever. So it's taking them a long time to come out. So they get out, Big gets in the car, everybody get loaded up. I said, come on, let's go. We ready to go. Puff is running back and forth like, yo, he'll see a girl, he'll go grab a girl. He said, yo, Gene, remember her, she coming to the party tomorrow. I'm like, remember her? What the fuck is you talking about, bro? I've never seen him act like this ever, because he don't act like that. Because even in New York City, once Puff get in the car, he'll leave his mama. We gone, we out. So Puff is like,
real
looking,
suspect.
and if you see the cameras, you see him running back and forth, looking and everything like that. So I said, Big man, what we standing around here for? He said, that's your man. That's your man. And I said, yeah, all right. So then I said, Puff, what's going on? He said, yo, Paul and them ain't got their car yet. I said, this guy's a cop out here. They can't get his car out the garage thing. I got all these cars. I got these cars out of. What are you talking about? You understand? So now we pull out the driveway. When we pull out onto the driveway, now this is the driveway. We pull onto the driveway, and I don't know the street. Is it Wishaw or Fairfax? Which street is right there on the side of that? Is it
not sure.
Wishaw or Fairfax? Well, whatever street is right there, when you come out the driveway, you got to make a right turn. So we parked up in the driveway. So it's Puff, it's Big's car, and I still think we're waiting for Paul in them car. So now they get people are coming by. Now I seen y'all seen a lot of videos, and in those videos, it seemed like it was a lot of people right there, you know, when Big got shot and everything like that. That's on the other side of the venue, where all those people was walking back and forth right there. Because on our side of the street, it was nobody over there. You understand? So this guy in this blue and white shirt comes walking down. So he walks down and he just goes through the garage, you know what I'm saying, while the cars is lined up. I have my gun under my shirt. You know, with my hand, you know, sideways to the trigger like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't put it on the trigger or nothing like this. I got my gun on something like this. So the guy walks through, and now I see Paul. I say, yo, Paul, what's up? He said, yeah, and the guy just kept on walking. I said, Paul, you see the guy in the blue and white shirt? He said, yeah, I saw him. He said, yo, he puff all right? I said, yo, puff straight. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your eye on him. So the guy walked away. You know what I'm saying? So then next thing you know, less than 5 minutes from that, hear this guy come down. He dressed in a blue suit, white shirt, blue bow tie. You understand? He comes and he just, it's a pillow right here. Puff is in the driveway. If you walking down the street, you can't see me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm standing right by the pillow, right? So you can't see me. So when he got to the point, because he was walking closer to the curve than he was in the middle of the sidewalk, he was walking close to the curve, close to the cars, I see him. And Puff is about, I would say 10 to 15 yards from him, right? And I'm about 5 yards from him. So the guy, when I come from over the pillow, he stops immediately. And he just looked at me and I looked at him. He didn't say nothing. So I lowered my arm and he could see my gun. He looked me in my eye and turns right back and walks down the street. So when he got far enough from down the street, maybe 4 or 5 car lengths and everything like that, I said, yo, y'all ready? He said, yeah, we ready. So we pulls out the driveway, and now we lined up side the street. There's cars parked there from the opening of the museum all the way down to the corner. So we park right there coming out the garage, and I see Paul and them. Big's man is across the street. He has a white Land Cruiser. He's from Philly. I think Charlie Baltimore may have been in the car with them. I'm not for sure.
Backbone was originally...
So when we pull out the driveway, Paul comes up to me. I say, yo, Paul, you good? You good? Y'all ready to go? You ready to go? I say, all right, because we had already made, Puff had already made the decision that we're going to Steve Stout's house now. So when he gets up there and he said, yo, we were just leaving. No, we were going to Steve Stout's house. I had got a call from Chaz. I had called Chaz and I let Chaz know. I said, yo, Chaz, we about to go to Steve Stout's now. I said, no, I'm coming down there, man. Y'all don't go to Steve Stout's house. Y'all don't go to Steve Stout's house. And he didn't say anything on the phone. You know, he said, I'm on my way down there. You know what I'm saying? So he had left Steve Stout's in the house. So we parked on the side of the Peterson Museum. So when I said to Paul said we was ready to go, I said, all right, follow us. I tried to ride on the side of the car. Puff said, yo, Gene, what you doing? I said, I'm riding on the side of the car. I'm having my gun out. I'm on the side of the car. At the time, I'm 265. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the street 30, you know what I mean? So I was a little slimmer back then. So he says to me, Gene, if you don't get in this car, you ain't gonna never work for Bad Boy ever again.
Damn.
I said, man, how the fuck you gonna try to tell me how to do my job? He said,
Right.
Gene, we don't need that look. We don't need that look. Get in the car. As I go to get in the car, this motherfucker reached down and let his seat all the way back. So now I gotta put my leg sideways. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And so then Kenny said, you ready? He said, you ready? I said, Kenny, run the next 3 lights. Run the next 3 lights, Kenny. Kenny said, for what? I said, motherfucker, run the next 3 lights, Kenny, or I'm gonna drive. Run the next 3 lights. Kenny just took off. When he took off, we got past the light because it was a flashing red light. We got past the light and we got across the street. Tone, who was behind me, said, yo, somebody in the car pointing a gun at Big and them. I goes to open the door. Fucking, next thing you know, you hear say, pow. Pap, 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 pap. Yeah. 5 or 6 cars, like, pap, 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 right? Fucking Kenny guns the car going forward. I said, Kenny, what the fuck is you doing? He said they shooting at Big. He said, we don't know who they shooting at. He then goes up the block, stops, and do this 3-point something like that, U-turn, comes back, and as we coming back, we see the guy turning the corner from the corner. He was parked on the corner because there's no way he could have got on the side unless his car was already parked there. You understand what I'm saying? So now, we stops right in the middle, right in front of Big's car. We stops. Puff jumps out the front seat and runs around there to Big's car. All that shit running around the block. I ran down the block and shit like that. That's bullshit. When we got in front of the car, he jumps out the car, ran over to the Big side of the car. So now I'm behind Puff and I'm looking down the block and everything like that. Those girls who was right there on the corner talking to Puff and them, they had, talking to Big and Lil C's and them. I don't see them. The street is clear. Tone said, Gene, come on, let's go. Me and Tone hops back in the car. And we try to take after the guy. Tone is trying to floor it, but it had one of those government chips in there, the car. So every time we get close to 100, go, go all the way back down. So we can see the guy at the top of the hill. Oh, it was a top. We see the guy up at the top where he had to make, when he made a right. When he made that right turn, when we got up to the top of the hill, we ain't see shit.
Okay, you told me yesterday the name of Amir. Amir? Yeah, Ashmir or Amir. It's an Arab name. Ashmir or Amir.
And Poole nevertheless chose
to use Robinson's testimony as a premise to push his Amir agenda. He believed that Suge Knight, who was still fuming over Tupac's set up Biggie's as a back. And instead of street dudes, he used dirty cops like MACK and PEREZ to make it look clean, professional, and hard to trace.
And I still, in my heart, believe that these types of clues and these types of statements made by witnesses need to be thoroughly followed up on. And I honestly believe that the players that we're talking about, David Mack and Amir Muhammad, are somehow involved in this case.
The problem was, the higher Poole climbed with the case, the more it seemed like they wanted him to back off. And why was that? Well, as Poole believed, his findings threatened to expose just how deep the LAPD's corruptions ran and how the department itself might have played a major role in Biggie's murder.
The department, time and time again, has avoided the truth. And when you add everything up, what other reason could there be? The reason being is because they do not want to expose to the public that Los Angeles police officers were involved in the conspiracy to kill Biggie Small.
In 1999, Chief Bernard Parks ordered him to shut down the investigation into David Mack. The official reason given was the ongoing rampant scandal, a separate and highly publicized corruption case centered around corrupt cops who were accused of various forms of misconduct, including police brutality, planting of false evidence, stealing, and drug dealing. Parks stepping in forced Poole to walk away just one day before he could collect his 20-year pension. But Poole wasn't done. He filed a lawsuit against the LAPD, claiming they violated his First Amendment rights by trying to silence him. That didn't go anywhere either. The court dismissed it, and just like that, he was left with no job, no pension, and no justice. Poole struggled financially and also had family issues to deal with.
Went and became, kind of like a marshal over at the federal courthouses in LA. His life seemed to kind of spiral downhill. He went through some financial problems, family problems, drinking problems, that type of thing. But then he kind of got a second wind and was trying to look into some late claim, to make like 2015 claims that he wanted to try to track down.
After leaving the LAPD, Poole was now working as a private investigator who stayed locked in on Biggie's murder, following new leads and trying to put the missing pieces together. Then on August 19th, 2005, while in a meeting with LA County Sheriff investigators to talk about fresh info on the Biggie and Tupac cases, he suddenly collapsed and died from what was ruled a heart attack.
I want to invite you to a free trading and investing workshop right here in Irvine that will...
But not everyone brought that.
They ended up transporting them, Mr. Poole, to the hospital, and where he died of his injuries.
What do you
a
think,
heart attack.
Bush?
Actually, I think it was a aneurysm, not a heart attack.
Oh, okay. Okay, that clears. I think that boy had a heart attack. I think he was homing in on the case. He was really they said he was a real decorated cop, pretty decent cop, not decorated, but decent cop. So he was real serious about that Biggie case. And it is exposing the LAPD.
I think, yeah, there was no heart attack going. Like in
all that shit, yeah, all of it.
Who had been deep into finishing his book, Chaos Merchants, which he hoped would blow the lid off the whole case and get the public asking questions again. To some people, it felt too convenient. Poole dies right before putting out something that could have caused a lot of trouble for some powerful names. seemed a bit too convenient.
People don't understand is that then they say, yo, Gene Deal changed the story. Yo, when you get new evidence, when you start seeing stuff and people start coming out with stuff that they never called before, there's certain things gonna have to change. Certain things gonna have to be different because now you know new stuff. Russell Poole had that right all at the first time, man. And that's why they probably killed him.
But even before he passed away, Russell Poole had his fair share of critics who didn't buy his theory that crooked LAPD cops were behind Biggie's murder. One of them was Greg Kading,
Greg Kading. Of course.
Former LAPD detective who never met Poole but had heard of his impressive career.
Never met Poole.
Not personally. You know, I only knew him through his work, and specifically through his work on the Biggie Smalls investigation. You know, we'd never crossed paths on the job. From what I understand, he is a pretty good detective in his day, but I only knew him through evaluating his work as it pertained to Biggie's case.
Kading led a multi-agency task force from 2006 to 2009, bringing together the LAPD, FBI, and other federal units to re-examine the Biggie and Tupac cases. And while he did believe SUGE had something to do with the death of Biggie, he didn't the corrupt cops angle. According to his investigation, Tupac was because Sean Diddy Combs allegedly put out a $1 million hit through Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a known member of the Southside Crips. Then, in retaliation, Suge Knight allegedly paid $13,000 to Blood Gang member Wardell Poochie Faust to kill Biggie.
We've given her an alias of Teresa Swan, and that she's complicit in a whole bunch of kind of white-collar crimes, fraud, forgery, and that type of thing.
Has she ever done time or gotten caught, or no?
She's been to jail.
Okay.
So she had
she has a record.
She has a record.
Okay.
And a lot. She's got a history. She was his bad girl. You know, Suge had a lot of women in his life. This happened to be the one that he could count on to do something that the other girls may not be willing to do. So we basically find out that she's involved in a bunch of fraud related to automobile purchases. We do the same thing with her that we did to him. We approach her and tell her, listen, we've got a case against you. We're not only going to send you to jail, but we're going to have your young children put into foster care, and your world's going to take a big 180 if you don't tell us what you know. She ultimately breaks down, confesses that after the murder of Tupac Shakur, Suge's at the county jail. She goes and meets with him. Suge says, listen, I want Biggie killed. I want you to go ahead and get a hold of my boy Poochie from the neighborhood. He knows Poochie's a known shooter, and he agrees to pay her $25,000, half of which she gives to Poochie, and they conspire to do the murder.
Now, Kading was not rocking with that whole Amir Muhammad theory either. The one Poole and folks like Gene Deal kept pushing. He straight up said Amir got done dirty by a sloppy investigation. In Kading's eyes, he was never the shooter, just a regular guy who got caught in the crossfire of a high-profile mess. Kading shared his conversation with the mayor in one interview and said the man tied to Biggie's death told fire of a high-profile mess. Kading shared his conversation with the mayor.
And that bitch-ass nigga got the peachy folder. He got the peachy folder sweater on, nigga. Throwback.
In one interview and said the man tied to Biggie's death told him how his life has been messed up by the accusations placed on him.
Have you ever met with Amir?
Not in person, but I've spoken to him many times.
Over the phone? Mm-hmm. And what's his take?
He's like, hey, this is all, you guys, you have no idea what my life has been like and what you've done to me and to my wife. I've had to move out of state. I've lived under this constant cloud of false allegations, and I sympathize with him. Our job is not...
What's y'all thoughts? I think Greg Kading is a shady cop. That's a deep rabbit hole with the Biggie unaliving. Will it ever be solved though? Y'all get in the comments. Training Day was real. RAFAEL, PEREZ, SUGE Knight, and the bloodiest police scandal ever. American dope. Our profit, man.
PD Rampart Division and possibly worked security for Suge Knight at Death Row Records. We intimidate those who intimidate. This was the official motto of the LA Police Department's anti-gang unit known as CRASH, Community Resources Against Street Hoodlums. Nino Darden, Kevin Gaines, David Mack, and the inspiration for Training Day Alonzo, RAFAEL PEREZ, they were all CRASH officers assigned to the Rampart Division just west of downtown. Rampart is the most densely populated area in America west of the Mississippi River. Very poor, full of illegal immigrants, and one of the most dope-infested sections of LA. Also, 18th Street and MS-13 got started in this general area, and the Columbia Little Psychos clique of 18th Street, who became the first LA street gang to be hit with a RICO for working with the Mexican Mafia, controlled MacArthur Park, which is right in the middle of it.
Did you know that if you spent time in a San Diego juvenile detention center, you might qualify for a huge payout?
The case that proved a direct link of power between 18th Street and the murderous Mexican Mafia. For every rock of cocaine, gram of heroin, and baggie of marijuana sold on these streets in and around MacArthur Park, the Little Psychos, a faction of the 18th Street gang, got a cut. Every drug dealer paid a tax or rent for permission to operate here on LA's west side during the 90s.
Now pay attention to this story, because it gets tricky. The nexus of LA politics, police, the entertainment industry, crime, and gangs is kind of shocking if you don't get starstruck by what was going on with Tupac and Biggie.
They told him not to come to LA no more. And so he came to LA and he got busted on. You know what I'm saying? They peeled his cap.
Were you involved in any way in the death of Tupac Shakur?
No, I was not involved. I mean, I'm like a victim. You know what I'm saying? I feel, you know what I'm saying, sorry for him.
So, of course, on September 7th, 96, Tupac and the Mob Piru, led by auxiliary member Marion Knight, attack Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, resulting in Tupac's de-aliving. 35 short days later, while the world was busy mourning Afeni Shakur's son, and while Compton was ablaze with retaliatory shooting,
served 37 search warrants and 19 arrest warrants for individuals wanted in connection with crimes in the city of Compton, which have occurred since September 7th, 1996. Those crimes involved 12 shootings, which resulted in the death of 3 individuals. The arrest and the search warrants were targeted at both the Crip and the Blood gangs in the city of Compton.
The Rampart Crash Division was getting busy itself. On October 12th of 96, Nino Darden and RAFAEL PEREZ, 2 of the police officers that maybe worked for Suge Knight as security at Death Row, shoot and paralyze 18th Street member Javier Ovando, plant a gun on him, and eventually sent him to prison for 23 years. He was 19.
We have, from his information, he has given us sufficient information to cause us to believe that much of the information that was originally offered was false. We will be asking that the person that was subsequently the victim of that shooting be released from custody.
So as 1998 dawns, all these unsolved mysteries are coming together like tinder and then a match lights the bonfire of Crash in the old LAPD. On February 26 of 98, a Crash officer named Brian Hewitt brings a gang member named Ismael Jimenez from 18th Street in for questioning. He beats Jimenez till he vomits blood. Jimenez goes to the emergency rooms, tells doctors he was beat up, and following an investigation, Hewitt gets fired from the LAPD. Jimenez eventually got about $250,000 in the settlement from the city of LA. And Officer Hewitt went on to serve time in federal prison for selling dope and conspiracy to commit murder. That was the Crash officer. Now, a month after that incident, on March 27th of 98, LAPD officials discovered that about 8 pounds of Coca-Cola in the evidence room has been replaced with flour and baking powder. It only took a week for RAFAEL PEREZ, aka Alonzo, to come over under heavy scrutiny. He was pretty much finished when his signature matched documents where he signed coke out of the evidence room, supposedly to take it to court. And the LAPD chief, Bernard Parks, forms an investigative task force in May of 1998 to look at the Rampart Division.
Good evening. We appreciate you coming at such short notice, but we had something that we thought was of significant importance to have a news conference this evening.
The task force, later named the Rampart Corruption Task Force, focused on the prosecution of RAFAEL PEREZ in the beginning. And he admitted that a year prior to it started in 97, he and Nino Darden arrested a guy with a big bag of yayo and a beeper. The beeper went off, they called back the number, the guy wants 4 zips. Instead of setting the buy and arresting the would-be purchaser, they sell him the 4 zips, take the money, and they start seizing and reselling coke after that. Now, just like in Training Day, Perez had an Hispanic girlfriend, well, actually a couple in Rampart, But in real life, she had a brother who was a dealer who was likely helping Darden and Perez. And Perez was making a lot of money. He had such a nice house. And when he was arrested, his neighbors came out and said, "What's going on? Why are you arresting the real estate developer who lives next door?" He was getting some dough. But let's go back. Back before 1997, when Perez claimed he and his partner, Durden, became accidental dope dealers. Temple Street, aka TST, is just one of the 50-plus gang turfs in the Rampart Division, and is one of LA's oldest gangs, dating from the 1920s. Right on the edge of a historic Filipino town, traditionally had a lot of Filipino members along with Mexican American. So it's late in the afternoon on a gloomy winter day in LA, February 6, 96. A tax collector for La MA named Michael Melfavan, aka Lizard, arrives at this McDonald's to collect money from the TST, taxes for selling dope, while under the Mexican Mafia umbrella. According to witnesses, someone pulls out a gun at the apartment building adjacent. A man and a woman walking on the sidewalk cry out, "Dios mío," my God, in Spanish. Bang, bang. 2 shots ring out. Sonia Flores, who was 18 years old, was just outside. She lived in the neighborhood. She was almost caught in a crossfire, but she managed to stumble into the restaurant. And when LAPD arrived just 2 minutes later to find Lizard breathing his last breath, and Flores shaking in fear, her clothes spattered with blood. While patrol officers and detectives cleared the scene, crash officers RAFAEL Perez and Sammy Martin took Flores into their custody and drove her to the station 6 blocks away. Once they had Flores at their special station, they conducted a momentous interview. Within hours, Flores had named 4 shooters, and she repeated those identifications in court 4 months later. All 4 of the guys, along with the 5th accomplice, were convicted of manslaughter and sent to California Department of Corrections for 12 years. So if you don't have the background to know what I meant in that, Serrano gangs, the Mexican gangs, Hispanic gangs in Los Angeles, mostly sort of have an alliance with the Mexican Mafia. I guess they pay some type of street tax.
Hey, y'all go check that out. That's all American Dope, man. Real life training day shit. Saying that RAFAEL Perez and David Mack and them, you know, they wrapped up in this Biggie unaliving. It definitely looked like it was professional, but I ain't no detective. But shit, what y'all think? Diddy on trial, man.
An alleged drug mule testifies, evidence of damaged rooms and cash. And did we just find out when this trial is going to officially wrap up? Tells us a lot about whether Diddy will actually take the stand. It is a full recap of today's events in the Sean Combs criminal trial. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey everybody, this is another Law and Crime legal alert. If you received Depo-Provera birth control shots and were later diagnosed with a brain or spinal tumor called meningioma, for a freak off.
Just imagine her reaction in 4 weeks if you start exercising today. Wow. He hadn't exercised.
I want to play a quick portion of it, then I want you to put into context for it.
No, you playing games, and now we're never. Now all my friends can go, and we can stay here. All right, everybody can go, and we're gonna stay here. Everybody heard. So they're all leaving, and we're staying here until you show me that. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand. I don't give a I've never killed anybody in my life, but I will kill you because you're with me. With me in my life right now. If I saw a video of you doing anything that you didn't want people to see, I would show you the video so you could tell me what the happened. You're playing games with me, telling me you saw now you're saying you didn't see some you with me. I'm going to you up. I don't think you understand. And it's not going to be my hands, and it's not going to be blood on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. So you have to.
Damn. Cassidy gangster than the motherfucker, bro.
Tell me right now, and I'm recording this whole FYI. Tell me what the you're talking about. So you have it or you don't have it? Can you just be clear with me? Do you have it?
I saw it and I don't want to ever see it again.
I know you don't, but I want to see it.
Yeah, but I don't want to see it, bro.
Yeah, you don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you.
Yeah, but
No, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it.
Damn, Push, it's the same woman who got curled up. Beat up. That's Cassie. This is the first time I heard this shit. Gangster. Oh man, that's wild.
Pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now.
Elizabeth, why is that important to this case? And also, you and I were talking about this. There seems to be a misconception about what this tape is and is not. Put it into context for us, and what is your reaction to this clip? Why is it important?
So while this was a clip that was recently released to the public, it is an audio clip that was played out in court. So the jury has heard it, both sides have heard it, people who have been attending court have heard it. And just to kind of put it into context for all our viewers who are kind of unfamiliar with this particular recording, it's Cassie confronting, I believe, a club promoter named SUGE. And this was around the 2014 timeframe. SUGE had let Cassie know that he had come across this sexually explicit video of her, and Cassie was upset about this. She was really trying to get to the bottom of how he obtained this video of her and what all this video was of Cassie, again, in this sexually explicit video that SUGE allegedly had. And so she was confronting him, just saying things along the lines of, I'm going to kill you, and if it's not going to be at my hands, and just that she was super mad, just that there might be, you know, the sexually explicit video of her just circulating out there, that other people have obtained it outside of, you know, her personal, you know, devices, that type of thing. So as far as this audio recording goes, it really seems like it can work for both sides, right? The government side, mainly because Cassie can be heard just very upset about somebody coming into possession of her sexually explicit video. But then it could also work on the defense's side, right? Because when Cassie was on the witness stand, she was very quiet. She was very soft-spoken. Then the jury hears this clip where she is, you know, going pretty hard at SUGE, saying that things like, I will kill you, and if it's not going to be by me, it's going to be at somebody else's hands. I'm going to get somebody to do this to you, that type of thing. So it really kind of shows maybe the stark contrast between her testifying while on the witness stand, but also just her demeanor in court too. But then also you kind of have to think about just the time frame, right? This being about 10 years ago. Cassie, while she was on the stand, 38 years old. So just doing the quick math, she was about 28 years old, really just mad that somebody might be in possession of her sexually explicit video. I am surprised though that this is now just being released, because it was heard in open court during Cassie's testimony, which was at the beginning of the trial. But I think maybe the defense released this particular exhibit just in their many exhibits that they have been releasing here and there, especially as the trial is coming to a near. But just putting into full context, there has been some misinformation about this particular audio clip too, as far as I've seen posts where people think it's Cassie confronting an escort, those types of things. It is none of that. It is Cassie confronting a club promoter who she thought was her friend about the sexually explicit video that he says that he came across of her.
Yeah, look, the jury heard it, right? So for the defense's perspective, yeah, it doesn't fit neatly, right? For the prosecution, it doesn't fit neatly her being a defenseless victim of a sex trafficker that in this tape, she's allegedly saying, I'll use him, I'll get him to kill you. Not great. On the other hand, and I think you really touched upon it well, the prosecution could say she did not want this tape of her getting out in any way. So if Sean Combs is the one who's threatening to release sex tapes of her, like she said he continually did, particularly on an airplane, I still think that's one of the most important pieces of evidence in this case. If the jury accepts it, they're on an airplane, he has tapes of her, says that he's going to release them, they land, he demands a freak off, he gets a freak off. I think that's more the concrete evidence of sex trafficking. The prosecution can say, look how afraid she was of it. Look, she's threatening somebody over it coming through. She is so afraid of this tape getting out, and it goes to the coercion aspect that Sean Combs would have released it too. What did you expect her to do when he's threatening to release it? Although, look, at the end of the day, that audio, the jury can't get past what she said and how she said it. Okay, so we move from there. Now we got to talk about Brendan Paul. This is somebody who has come up a lot in the last year, maybe even year and a half in the Sean Combs saga. His name has come up in civil suits before. He is this former basketball player at Syracuse, turned Sean Combs' assistant, testified under immunity, by the way. He was granted immunity earlier on in the week. I want to take his testimony in a couple of pieces here. So first talk to us about who he is, his arrest, right, and how he even got hired, and then we'll talk about what his actual job duties were.
So right off the bat, the prosecution is kind of asking Brendan Paul how long did he work for Diddy. So he started kind of in late 2022, and then his last date of employment was March 25th of 2024. And that is a date for people who have been following this case pretty closely, they kind of recognize that date because it's around the time frame of the HSI raids on both Diddy's Miami home and his Los Angeles home. But that was also the day that Brendan Paul was arrested for cocaine possession at an airport. And that was kind of a big deal. It was the story that we had covered here at Law and Crime. And so I thought, okay, they're starting right off the bat with the arrest. I was like, where is this going? But then the prosecution kind of talked a
trial against Sean Diddy Combs. Prosecutors have rested their case against the music mogul, wrapping up 29 days of testimony from more than 30 witnesses. The government claims Combs leveraged his businesses to operate a criminal enterprise. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges in the case and today decided not to take the stand. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas is outside the courthouse in New York City. So, Chloe, did we hear at all from Combs about the decision not to testify? And what else happened in court today?
Hey there. Well, just moments ago, the judge asking Combs if it was his decision to not testify. And it seemed as though he was eager to talk, right? That he had been silent for so many days. And really, he had to be careful about not making any sort of facial expressions because he was admonished a few weeks ago by the judge at kind of making eye contact with certain jury members. And today he said several sentences. He also told the judge that he was doing a good job. And he said that it was his decision, along with his lawyers, to not testify, and he seemed in good spirits. And as for what's happening now, earlier we had Combs' defense team do something called a Rule 29 motion, where they have asked the judge to declare a mistrial, dismiss the case or certain charges from the case because they have tried to prove that the government did not meet their burden and that they have not proven their side of things in their case. And the judge has said that he reserves his decision, and we might be seeing that in some sort of written ruling later this week.
So, Chloe, when do we think this heads to the jury?
I mean, potentially Friday afternoon. We have to get through closing arguments first. So you're going to have prosecutors right out of the gate. They have 4 hours to make their final plea to the jury, but it's not really their final plea, and I'll get to that in a second. Then in the afternoon, Combs' team will have 4 hours for their defense. But Friday morning, you could see the prosecutors do something called their rebuttal. The prosecutors, because they have that burden of proof on their side, they get the final word to the jurors. So then if all goes according to plan, like I said, Friday afternoon, the jury could be charged and have the case. But again, nothing ever goes according to plan. And we've seen that in this trial in particular, things get pushed back. So we could.
Yo, Push, you still there? What's your thoughts on this, man?
Well, nigga, who knows? You just gonna find out if they, how many years he get. Probably get like 5 years or something.
Probably get a nickel. He probably he probably get like that 5 to 7. He may get a dime. You never know. Shit. So what y'all think? It said the judge going so he real proof P. Diddy will be convicted and his Rule 29 motion will be dismissed by the judge. This is Hood Educated. Y'all go over here, run them numbers up, man. We gonna get up out of here after this content play. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all keep y'all notifications on and y'all stay safe out there.
Could also see the jury not get this case until Monday.
Well, we know you'll stay on it. Chloe Malas, thanks so much.
Yeah. Puff Daddy and his supreme team, all these attorneys that he paid all these millions and millions of dollars for, are filing a Rule 29 motion to have the whole case thrown out. They are asking the judge to acquit Sean P. Diddy Combs of all the allegations that the prosecution just put out there, the racketeering, the sex trafficking, the traveling, transportation for prostitution, all this stuff, the RICO, throw all that out. Why? His attorneys are saying that there is insufficient evidence to convict P. Diddy. Now, insufficient evidence is a real strong word. I'm talking about for something to be insufficient, they are basically saying that the prosecution didn't meet the burden of proof. They are saying that the prosecution did not bring enough actual factual evidence to prove that Diddy is guilty. Now, I know a lot of you P. Diddy fans and a lot of you brothers and sisters, who saying free Diddy and saying that, they ain't got nothing on Diddy. Y'all probably popping bottles, smoking that, good old Mountain Lion Kush and dancing to the music and stuff like that, because the attorneys is agreeing with y'all right now. The attorneys are saying everything that most people are saying. Man, he was just freaky, man. They were just having sex, man. I mean, they get him on the domestic, but other than that, man, it's nothing. They are agreeing with y'all. And I'm telling y'all that I'm disagreeing with y'all, and I'm disagreeing with his attorneys. I'm so confident that that motion will be denied that I'm willing to bet $1 million to a bucket of shit. Yeah, that's how confident that I am. Now, what about you guys? The ones that say, hey man, it's free Diddy. Diddy ain't do nothing and all that. What y'all willing to bet? I'm taking all bets. Hit my DM on the Hood Educated Facebook, hit my DM on my Instagram, hit my DM. I'm taking all bets that they deny that motion. Yeah, since y'all so confident, I'm not talking to all the Hood Educated residents or the guests. Y'all know who I'm talking to. You P. Diddy sympathizers. Jump in the comments. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go. Come on. You believe the man ain't did nothing wrong. You believe that the man gonna be found not guilty. Put your money where your mouth is then. Look, I'm with it. I'm taking all bets. As a matter of fact, if they grant, listen, if they grant that motion, I will make a video and say, hey man, I apologize to y'all, man. I was just, I thought this, I thought that, but I guess I was wrong. I got to be a man. I bet y'all won't do it. Yeah, I bet y'all won't do it. So come on with it. They listen. If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
The prosecution in the Sean Diddy Combs trial is wrapping up their case with more freak-off videos. Prosecutors are showing the jury those videos along with travel records, hotel invoices, and money transfers. They're trying to show the sexual acts in the videos are the result of a coordinated criminal activity by Combs and multiple people who work for him. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. ABC's Rena Roy and legal contributor Shauna Lloyd are outside that courthouse in New York with the latest. So, Rena, what's happening with these videos and these various documents the prosecution is trying to show now?
Business owners and salespeople, the fastest way to massive confidence and success is programming your subconscious mind using the...
Yeah, well, Diane, I can tell you that the jury seems a bit tired. They seem a bit tuned out today. As you pointed out, they are seeing this mountain of evidence from this Homeland Security agent who is back on the stand today. So far, they have seen hotel and travel records. They've seen money transfers. They are now seeing text messages as well between Combs and his ex-girlfriend, known as Jane, as well as his former chief of staff, Christina Coram, whose name has come up, as we know at this point, multiple times in this trial. Now, as you said, they have also really been focused on showing the jury today videos of those drug-fueled sex performances. At one point, they watched more than 40 minutes of that footage, and they seemed checked out during that as well, pretty serious and pretty stoic. Now, federal prosecutors pointed out that they have identified more than 40 sexual performances that took place from 2021 to 2024 with Combs and male escorts and his ex-girlfriends, including Jane. They were known as freak-offs, hotel nights, or wild king nights. And there was one including just weeks before Combs' arrest there. So federal prosecutors are trying to use this evidence to prove to the jury that Combs used the help of his associates to traffic Jane. Diane.
Shauna, the prosecution's expected to rest tomorrow. Do you think they've done enough up until this point to prove the sex trafficking and racketeering charges?
Diane, I don't think they've done enough to prove it without a reasonable doubt. I think that there are a number of areas within the RICO charge showing that conspiracy with the others. I think also the idea that the willingness on the part of Jane is also within question. So there are definitely some elements that leave room for reasonable doubt.
Shauna, the defense says it won't call any witnesses. Do you think that means that they see the government case as weak, or that they're not confident in the witnesses they were planning to call?
Well, remember, Diane, that it is the federal prosecution's burden. They must prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. So you, as a defense member, when you feel as though they have not done that, you are better off allowing very minimal witnesses and culling back your witness list to ensure that you don't add anything to the case that you don't want there. So I think that they feel as though there's enough room for reasonable doubt. Therefore, there's no need to put on a significant amount of witnesses.
Living for memories. Living for memories.
Yo, GG, turn it up.
Hate real. Take pills. Hate real.
Appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Make sure
Wonder
y'all
why
be
people
safe
show
out
fake
there.
love,
It's
but
your
they
boy
hate
Ill,
real.
man. Salute. We out.
Depression making me take pills. My aunt want me quiet about the shelter when we ate there. That's like telling the kid to stay still. I couldn't do it. Gotta let pain out. I put it in music. That's the only thing that help other than the drugs I'm abusing. I lost focus on myself, so my health I was about to lose it a few times, but niggas never aim when they shoot it. Could've died, but they blew it. If you gon' do it, nigga, do it. Now 2 more niggas got sacked cause they held back when they do it. Niggas gangsters from computers. I ain't into that. Niggas tell on you to try to shoot you. I ain't digging that. No matter what you do after, nigga, you still a rat. I can see you in the hole like a mole. You gon' still get whacked. The police took my nigga back. My friend, my brother, my slime. Told him stick to the script, something different was on his mind. And I know that sometimes loyalty can make you blind, but you had the hood, you had no good reason to rob. I ain't getting it. Got rid of him whenever them bricks was that stupidity and greed. Got you tied up in the shit you in. Typing in a pen again. Fighting in a pen again. Writing with a pen again. My man thought I killed his brother, he stopped fucking with me. And I can't keep moving around like it ain't nothing to me. We used to steal cars together, he used to hustle with me. Eating syrup sandwiches, he was struggling with me. But now ain't nothing to me. Fuck it, and I can live with that. I just gotta rap about it. Know he wanna get me back even though I ain't do shit. You know that, let that sink in. People showing fake love, but they hate real. Pressure making me take pills, my aunt want me quiet. About the shelter when we ate there. That's like telling the kid to stay still. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I done really went through it. I couldn't do it. I'd rather put it in music.
Today, I wanted to just really hit on something. Successfully dealing with pain. I think you hear many stories that
Another might be exclusive.
Hey, this little motherfucking Larry nigga. But don't push me. Shit, I ain't no killer, you just pussy, you rookie. Ask for forgiveness, I put innocence in straight danger. Looked in the mirror, when I do, I see straight anger. Shit, I hate myself. Feel like a straight hater, hate these scores I was dealt. But I'm gonna be greater. Seems like I bounce back every time, but I keep falling, keep crawling. In the meantime, niggas keep talking, can't control it. Do I got it on me? You better know it. Epic moments, I'm finna make it, bro. I'm hella focused. Gotta stop playing with this gift that God's given me. I can change the world, God, thanks for these abilities. Look how I move, see God bless me with agility. It's about patience, then it's about consistency. Niggas hating, I bet you feel the hostility. I know somebody in this motherfucker feeling me. Keep it real. Hey, hey. Hey, keep it real, I'm gon' keep it real with you. They can't see him, brothers do good, so keep this still with you.
I already told you. All is well, my niggas well is all with the town.
This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser, rocking it out with First Fam West
I'm not breaking, stay dangerous. Wanna be loved, nigga, not famous. I hate it, tryna stop smoking, but it's my favorite. Niggas unloyal when these women, they be money hungry. Stab you in your back over drugs, you a fucking junkie. It's funny, I wouldn't switch for no amount of money. They love me, cause I'm the realest from Monday to Sunday. Niggas think cause they smoke with you, man, you owe them. Nigga, this weed don't mean shit, and I'ma show them it's about intentions. See, I ain't never been big on forgiveness. I would speak on whoop-de-whoop, but I'm minding my business. I'm different, not in for clout and don't fake for attention. Write music, get high and talk to myself and intervention. Keep it real, keep it real. Hey, keep it real, I'm gon' keep it real with you. They hate seeing brothers do good, so keep it still with you. Hey, keep it real and we'll be reciprocated. If you can't keep it real, then we are not affiliated. Keep it real with me. Appreciate what you have, can't be mad. Don't worry about the shit you never had. I'm gon' make it for all the times my back's been stabbed. For all the times they made fun of me, these niggas laughed. I was hurt, ironic, I needed that, now I'm glad. Cause without it, I probably wouldn't be here in this bag. God is so good, praise to the Almighty. Alrighty, they shot him on Thursday, he died Friday. See, little love it, only nigga I got and I forgot, no more loving. I think that said a lot, it got me hot. Get into it with love and more than FirstFamRadio.com.